Hello, friends. My name's Jerry, and this is
Adrian.
Welcome back this week. We're actually doing Black Country, New Roads, Ants from Up Here, because it was the one that was most recommended to us in comments. Am I right?
Yeah, we have so many comments requesting this.
Yeah, kind of excited to do it, but also kind of nervous because it's like if you have a party you're looking forward to on Friday, you really play it up in your head, and then hopefully it's as good as you were planning in your head. What do you know about this?
I know it was like the talk of the town online a couple years ago. I don't know when it came. I forget when it came out, but people really seem to like it. Some people are calling it like one of the greatest records of the last couple of years.
Wow.
So I never listened. I think I listened to like one song or heard snippets here and there, but I've never actually dove into it fully.
Wow. I know nothing. This is like...
First time you heard about it was from people commenting?
Yeah, and I was like, what is that? What are we talking about? I feel really old. I'm ready to get into it.
You ready to get into it? Yeah. Okay, the first track's an intro, so we'll let it play into Chaos Space Marine, which is the second track.
Space Marine or Space Marie?
Marine.
Cool.
Here's track 1 and 2.
Kind of jazzy.
Yeah.
Saxophone? What's the main instrument?
I think there's a piano behind it too.
This intro is Take No Prisoners. They're in it. Almost has a Dave Matthews feel.
I wouldn't know.
I just watched Hamilton recently.
Yeah, it feels like theatrical.
The sailor boys light up in song and they sing of London.
British, right? I'm getting that vibe.
I'm also getting Jeff Buckley too.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving this body and I'm never coming home again, yeah. I'll bury the action between the window and the kingdom of Ben Hur. I'm becoming a world now and I'm looking for a place to live. I'm coming
Almost got like a country feel near the end there. Fiddle, and I swear there was some banjo. Very sprawling. Lots of, it's like a mini little opera or something. Just very like showy, theatrical sort of feel with just interesting mix of instruments.
Man, so my brain just does these things and I can't control it. So I pictured if the Dave Matthews Band invited Jeff Buckley, resurrected him, invited Jeff Buckley to do a recording, but they got to hang out for a few hours first. That's what they would have made. That's what I felt like. It had the Jeff Buckley kind of like sad guy singing about things that are going on around.
Yeah.
But it had like, I think his name is Stefan from Dave Matthews, or I think he passed away, but he played the sax the same way. And it was very full and orchestral. Like it was, to me, it felt like that. And that's all my brain would do the whole time. I'm just like, whoa. Because I've seen Dave Matthews live. Jeff Buckley I've gotten into because of my daughter, but when he was playing his stuff originally, I heard it because I was a kid.
I can see the Jeff Buckley thing for sure.
I can feel the Dave Matthews thing for sure. I stand by Dave Matthews' influence on that.
I mean, kind of a little bit overwhelming on first listen, this one.
Thank you. Okay.
But
my brain was like working.
Track 3 is Concorde.
Which was mentioned in the last song right after Billie Eilish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a flow going on here. That's tight.
options to treat. What a funny way to speak.
So this is like mandolin.
And you
Yeah.
like Concorde. I came a gentle hill racer. I was
This feels American, not British.
upon every mountain.
Yeah. I can't tell at this point. This is pretty cool.
Very 90s feeling. 98, 99. Cool. I've missed this.
The instrumentation is just so pretty. Man.
And I heard you're on Atkins as well.
I don't even know that reference.
It's a diet
Oh,
from the 90s. So that song was called Concorde, and I'm jumping in first. Cut in as soon as you want. But when I was a little boy, I started listening to music around grade 4 or 5 with my Sony Walkman on the bus. And it was like, I preferred that to talking to people for a period of my life. I just loved music, and everything was new, like The Cure, Depeche Mode, New Order, Joy Division, The Smiths. I liked all those bands, and I just kind of grew up with it. Now I'm at this weird stage in my life. I got out of music for a couple of years where I was raising kids, and now I'm back in. And when we started listening to Dijon and other stuff, I'm finding 80s influences, and it's like nostalgic but new. This was really probably the first time. It's 90s. So many beautiful 90s nuances being used. And I'm not saying this is copying or anything, but I could feel like the band we listened to earlier, Neutral Milk Hotel, just a little bit, and Olivia Tremor.
yeah.
And Hum. I don't know if you know Hum. You Prefer an Astronaut, really. But there's also the Dave Matthews Band saxophone vibe. They're pulling together so many beautiful parts of 90s singer-song like music, but in a new way, similar to what they were doing 4 years ago or 3 years ago with the 80s stuff. This is the first time I felt like I was in college. I felt like I was a kid again. I had an emotional experience. I didn't want to talk. I felt like I was, it was really wild. I was in 1994, 95 in my dorm room listening to music, and the world was my oyster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wild. Thank you for that suggestion, folks.
Yeah, that must be pretty trippy.
Trippy. Like, I might need Kleenex in future shows. That was wild, man. My life flashed before my eyes. There's a mandolin part where everything else was just clean and quiet, and the vocals were clean and quiet, and the mandolin was kind of leading the way, and that was really neat. I love that. And there's also like some Mumford and Son vibes in there, maybe. And I
mean, there's some fiddle. So I mean, the instrumentation has been crazy though. It's been lovely.
Yeah, really lovely.
The mandolin, sax, piano, drums, even the bass tone there was really nice.
Yeah, later listen to some Dave Matthews, and then think back to this. I think you'll hear it.
Okay, so this is track 4, Bread Song.
Okay, well, I just woke up, and you already don't care. So show me the land you acquired.
Wow, those swells.
Pretty nice.
And slip into something beside particles of bread. Furnished your suffering, and you played a good organ, and the world gathers singing good words that you've stolen.
This is building really nice.
Okay, well I just woke up and you already don't care. I never felt the crumbs until you said this place is not for any man, no particles of bread.
We're not saying much in this video. Apologies, but some people might like that. But I don't know. I mean, very sad and wistful and I think nostalgic. I really like that line about don't eat toast in my bed. I've never felt the crumbs. Because again, it's like that, just a very specific instance that seems so like meaningless at the time. But it's like one of those things that you would really only talk about with someone that you're like really close to. You know what I mean? So it kind of illustrates that intimacy you have with that person.
And also the problems with that intimacy.
Yes.
Because they affected your sleep when they're not there.
Yeah.
And you can you miss them, but you can feel the annoyance of their presence. However, I found this song tedious. Like, it took a long time to build. It wasn't until the third chorus that I started to get those flourishes that I liked. It felt indulgent in the sense of like, I just don't have that life anymore. That sad boy. I'm like, been married for 25 years, so this
True.
music doesn't speak to me anymore. It did remind me though of the kind of vibe Pavement and Dashboard Confessional gave me when I was in that stage. Like, Dashboard had a much sharper, stronger voice. He's kind of more melancholy and kind of whatever, but same kind of vibe I felt.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, for me, this one's the standout so far. I really like how it built at the end because it really paid off. Even like then, because it brings in the kick drum every like couple beats, and then finally at the end it gives you it every beat, which is, you know, it all comes together. And I don't know, it's like, yeah, I mean, I probably could relate to it more. Like, I haven't been married for you know, so I don't know. I think it just built in a really satisfying way. It kind of seems like one of those songs where at first I'm like, where is this going? But then once that like side stick groove came in halfway through, I'm like, okay, I like where this is going. And then the build pays off.
Yeah, it does.
But I could totally see, I mean, like, it is 6 minutes. Like, it's not for everyone to sit through and wait for that payoff. Yeah, like, I can totally see how this album is for, like, younger dudes who probably, like, are obsessed with it. You know, it kind of has that appeal to it. Some heartbroken dude who's in his, like, 20s.
Old people won't like this album. Just that song. Sorry, just that song. Shut up, Jerry. Okay.
Track 5, Good Will Hunting.
That movie was nothing.
No, say it.
I didn't like that movie.
Same.
Movie is so indulgent.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's one of those, like, 90s movies where you know exactly how it's going to go.
The first time I ever saw Matt Damon, I was like, this guy.
This guy.
I liked Robin Williams in it.
Yeah, he's always great.
Could you imagine making your own movie and making yourself the genius wonder kid in the movie? Matt Damon. Thanks for laughing.
No, that was good. Track 5 is Good Will Hunting.
You walk up on the raised edge, hands out for balance.
I like the start.
Flipping you, almost grab mine, but you find your feet.
Thinking like Smashing Pumpkins right
And I
off the
never
bat.
wanted so much someone
The
to
guitar.
fall. You call, I'll be there. What's more, I'm scared of the phone.
The accompaniment, singing.
I was just going to say,
Please know
need more of that.
that I'm just trying to find some way to keep me in your mind. And later on, everyone will say it was cool.
This song's dope. This is so
She had
good.
Billie Eilish style. Moving to Berlin.
It's the second Billie Eilish name drop.
Trying to find something to hold on to.
Beautiful. It's like flute. No, violin.
Yeah, something of that sort. And really clean guitar tones, you know?
The whole way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciated that.
Putting some
went from like 3 to 4. 'Cause now it's, that was crazy.
Are you getting any Arcade Fire?
Yes. Yeah, that's a really good show. Like Funeral era, like earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the vocals a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
Yeah, right? Crazy switch. That's crazy.
Another band that might be reminiscent of what's going on here, Badly Drawn Boy. I don't know if you're familiar with them. Give them a listen to. They had a similar style to this, and same with the people who made those recommendations. Arcade Fire, Badly Drawn Boy, Jeff Matthews Band, or Dave Buckley. There's some real...
Dave Buckley, Jeff Matthews.
I'm trying to figure out the vocalist. He's drawing inspiration somewhere. I mean, he has his own style, of course. Everyone does, but you know, it feels like he has his heroes.
I mean, the time signature switch was crazy. It was so smooth. It's like you kind of don't even like clock that it happens.
We both felt it. We looked at each other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they just like go right into the groove and we're like, oh.
It was like the one beat, it was 3, and then one beat, next beat it was 4. It was really...
Yeah. This was like the first song where they give you like kind of the whole groove off the bat, because like there's no slow payoff. Because even earlier in the song, there's like a slight intro, but then you get the groove, you know? So it's kind of immediate in that way.
Yeah, that song had me the whole time, just like Concorde. Like, those songs were really good for me, because I felt included. You know?
Yeah, they're speaking to you.
Yeah, it wasn't so specific and about things that wouldn't appeal to an old man. And even Billie Eilish. I mean, she's old enough that I've heard of her, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely finding this listen overwhelming, though, because it's like they're kind of wandering and complex tunes.
So having a younger man say that makes me feel better, because, yeah, dude, this is not easy work.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's fun. There's a lot of payoff.
Yeah.
And I'm already regretting, like, unglazing that song that I did, because it had good parts to it, too. But these guys are good.
I think listening to an album like this on like first listen and like thinking that you can get it is like getting a Lego set and thinking that you're able to build in like 10 minutes.
It's a level of arrogance, thinking we're going to understand it all.
This is track 6, Haldern.
Haldern. It's a fun word.
Ignore the hole I've dug again. It's on
The piano is so like delicate and pretty.
The guitar matches.
The fiddle throughout this whole album has been incredible.
And saxophones, too.
Yeah.
These are beautiful compositions.
Mm-hmm.
every bone.
That sax almost feels like a bird warning you of something.
Yeah.
We formed a ring around your home.
There's still the delicacy of the piano, but it's way more loud. And the guitars have changed to kind of aggressive, menacing. That song felt like deeply influenced by like the 60s American experimental jazz kind of stuff. Like really cool. Really cool.
I don't know. It kind of feels like it's like a bunch of drama students making like an album
Oh, wow.
that are like fantastic musicians or something. Because it kind of feels as though like each song, it's like you're going through like a play or something, you know. And I could totally see the singer be like singing with his arms out on like Broadway or some stage, you know.
Yeah.
And going through different scenes. It kind of feels like it's like a play or something.
The view from up here.
What I also like about it so far is that they're not really relying on much studio trickery. Like all the sounds are clean. Like there's probably it sounds like there's very little processing on all the instruments, and it's mainly just real instruments. There's been like that one synth on the last track, I think. But other than that, it's just been instruments. They're all good musicians, because I think sometimes when you're relying on like a DAW or whatever, you can kind of cut corners a little bit, and but all of them, I think there's at least like 5 people in this band are all great musicians.
Yeah, this is great. Cameron Winter and Getting Killed, it seems like he's having this melancholy kind of response to a relationship that's difficult. This is the same kind of genre, but just handled differently.
Yeah.
And I really like both. I like both treatments of love gone wrong, or so much of our lives is about relationships and love. And this was really profound and powerful. And the music really conveyed the things that the words weren't saying. Like at first it starts off soft, but then it almost felt like he was really letting it all out.
I don't have like much negative things to say, other than like, I could just say that it's not like super grabbing me in terms of like songs, like it's sort of like memorable, except for the third track, the Bread song.
The one that I wasn't crazy about.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
All right, so it's snack time. And from Jerry's Bag of Snack.
I don't want that to be a thing.
Cadbury. We seem to like Cadbury on this channel.
We like Cadbury.
And this is chocolatey indulgence. So I think it's just milk chocolate, right?
Hey, thanks, man.
Okay, so this is a great time. Wrapped came out. Let's discuss our year-end Wrapped. I'm Apple Music, so replay for me.
Wrapped keeps you honest, because I was glazing Getting Killed over 3D Country, and I figured Getting Killed was going to be my top. It ended up being 3D Country.
My top was Panda Bear.
Oh yeah, right. Geese, Radiohead, Cameron Winter, The Cure, Doja Cat. Doja Cat? I don't think that's accurate. I think it's my daughter getting onto my Spotify when we're in the car. But if anything, I would think it'd be SZA, not Doja Cat, because we listen to a lot of SZA. Okay, so 3D Country is number 1. Heavy Metal by Cameron Winter, which surprises me, because Getting Killed I thought would be, then Disintegration, then Getting Killed, and then In Rainbows.
Okay.
In Rainbows, I didn't even listen to that album. It must be my daughter, because I'm saving it. I'm not listening to the Radiohead, so I'm not listening to it. So there's something wrong here. What's going on with my phone?
This is track 7, Mark's Theme. An instrumental, I think.
Mic'd weird. Hear that?
It's roomy.
Alto or tenor?
I can't tell. My guess is tenor.
I used to play this instrument.
Tenor? Me too.
For years. Really? Hey! Their embouchure was on point.
Their what?
Embouchure? It's when you grip the reed against the mouthpiece to make a perfect note.
Whoa.
It felt that was the most serious feeling piece.
Well, I mean, that's a good word, piece. Like a lot of these songs feel like pieces, like they have like a score or something. Like these musicians are like following a chart, Like they hand out like sheet music. It's like, here's the song for today.
Totally.
That's what it feels like, because it all just seems like very calculated, and they have like builds, and it almost feels like orchestral, but like orchestra. It's like an orchestra, but they're like restricted by only using like a handful of instruments, like guitar, bass, drums, piano. Well, I guess it's not a handful. Sax. Track 8 is The Place Where He Inserted the Blade.
Ooh.
All the musicians on this album need like a Medal of Honor or something.
So much control.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
You're scared of a world where you're needed, so you never made nice with the locals, but you well, I'm scared too.
That bass.
Oh, but every time I try to make lunch for anyone else in my head, I end up dreaming of you, and you come to me. Good morning,
So gentle.
The flutes are lovely.
Call.
Show me the fifth or the cadence you want me to play. Good morning. Show me where the time, the other end of this train is.
Love with her vocals. Really pretty.
Two things, if I may. One thing, their musicality is so excellent, so on point. Sometimes the pedestrian nature of their lyrics, how simple they are, talking about the most simple things, that contrast is so stark. It's so amazing. Like, there's a couple lines in there that are just so like broccoli and chicken. And here you've got like minor sevenths and whatever else is going on. I found that. And then you mentioned the thing about them being into drama. They mentioned Concorde in this song. They mentioned hunting in the song, which is a throwback to Good Will Hunting. In drama, what you do is you, early on in improv or early on in theater, you set up, you have a couple of things, and then you're always circling back and referring to those things again throughout the production. And I feel like they're doing that with this album. I feel like it's very drama. It's very musical, and there's a juxtaposition, I use that word too much, of all those things together in a really profound way. Like, this is a really cool piece of art.
Yeah.
That I guarantee I'm going to listen to a bunch of times. I wasn't sold at track 3, but as we go on, it just feels like it matures like a fine wine, and it's built on the earlier stuff. It's almost like baby stepping to this, because that's how it feels.
To this finale. I mean, we're almost there.
Yeah, I talked way too long there. What was your loves in there?
Yeah, it feels like a musical because it's just like these long, sprawling things. He's telling a story, and again, he's commenting on like a mundane thing, like chicken with soup with chicken and broccoli, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think like I should be feeling more, like, because these songs feel super intense and like emotional, but I think I'm just not in a place where I necessarily like relate as much as, you know, because like I'm in a happy relationship, so like,
Oh, good.
you know, like where this guy's talking about probably like a devastating breakup or something. So maybe that's where that's coming from, where I'm not feeling as much as I feel like I should be, because it feels like there's some like super emotional moments, but I'm not. Doesn't take away from the musicianship though.
It's great.
Okay, this is track 9, Snow Globes. So seasonal. Man, I want more of these vocals.
They're matching the sax, one left, one right.
Bedroom wall.
I get also a little bit of Bowie with his vocal.
Mm-hmm. I just caught that.
Well, I'm sorry, Henry. He doesn't look anything like Jesus at all.
Bowie did stuff like this.
Your friend,
I'm thinking of a specific track, but it doesn't come to mind right now.
you keep him on your side.
Feels like their annoying little brother just jumped on a drum kit in the middle of this song.
Yeah. I like the line.
Which one?
The god of weather, Henry knows snow globes don't shake on their own. 'Cause I don't know. He's the one who he's the one who's controlling the weather, and I don't know. It's interesting.
It's true.
Yeah, I feel like this is just, it's like super dramatic. Yeah, huge scale, like just grandiose. Like it feels like he's like exercising something kind of similar to like Frank in that way. Like they're just like getting something out.
Right.
and you're kind of like feeling with him. But I feel like you have to be in like a specific state of mind or feeling to like get that emotional response, because it feels like the music's almost made to evoke an emotional response. But if you're not in that state, it's kind of, you know, it's a lot to listen to. It's kind of like draining almost, because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Everything you're saying totally resonates with me. I haven't had a white Ferrari moment since like 98, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like the snow globe, and even like the cover with the plane in the bag. There's like this isolation, sadness, inability to interact with the environment that they want to interact with. Like they're locked.
Yeah.
There's like this paralysis that's not self-imposed, but externally imposed paralysis. I feel this person has, and I know what they're talking about.
Okay, so the last track?
And it starts with Concords, which is a circle back to a song that I really loved called Concorde.
All right, so here's track 10, last track, Basketball Shoes.
They always prep you for the sax. When the sax comes in, it's right.
Yeah, they lay like the perfect foundation. Every time.
Every time. I like the percussion here.
They love a slow, gradual build, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I love the drumming on this tune.
And I'm feeling kinda normal when the packed lunch train rides don't hurt much these days. And we're all working on ourselves, and we're praying that the rest don't mind how much we've changed.
Really like the songwriting on this one. It's
Yeah.
really good. To me. I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah, like I like his lyrics. I like how he was like painting a picture of normal, packed lunch,
Yeah.
commuting to work.
Being okay with the train ride,
Yeah.
going through changes, and then apologizing to your friends that you're just not the same. I did that a couple years ago. So relatable. This reminds me of Dashboard Confessional. This type of guitar playing. It's so good.
Oh, I can't think of anything better.
These drums are even better.
Take a hair off my sweater and drown in me like boyfriend jeans. Oh, I haven't felt this way in like
Sick.
ever. I am the Congo, you are the weather, and the clam is a cracked smile cheek.
Back to the clamp.
And it tortures me.
This is new. This guitar. Have not heard the angry solo yet.
It's almost like there's like movements. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is the third movement. They're so much smarter than me.
To me, you're crippling intellect.
That didn't feel like 12 minutes, bro.
I think they brought back just briefly the motif from the intro track there on the
Okay.
piano in the right ear. I swear that's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
We often talk about ending tracks, and that was one hell of an ending track.
yeah. Yeah, it felt like there's movements. There's like 3 different songs within one, you know, where it would grow, go quiet, grow, go quiet, you know.
Here's what I think. 1784. These guys accidentally created a time machine. Fast forward to now. I can't really play their music anywhere, so they make this.
Yeah, it almost feels like it could score like a war movie from that era or something. I just see like really dramatic like battlefield sequences or something with this music. Like it's very like a mix between like an orchestral opera score. I don't know. It's like, it's wild.
Yeah, late industrial revolution kind of vibes meets modern. It was great though. Like, I'm so glad you guys recommended that to us. I want to talk about it again later, maybe after I listen to it a few more times, because there was so much to digest. But it was really cool. You feel like rating it already, or do you want to talk more about the song? Well, you think I'll tell you, because I'm so yappy today. Is that okay? I had my Wheaties this morning. I'm locked in. So the way I usually judge an album is by the playability. I compare it to, say, like Rubber Soul or OK Computer or Dark Side of the Moon. Like, how does it flow? And in this, there's 4 songs that I really, really liked. And then there's a couple songs in between that I just didn't quite get. It didn't speak to me. But the highs were really high, and the lows weren't that low. You know what I mean? There's a couple points where I'm like, oh, you could have played that a little shorter. But, I mean, that's just a high school teacher saying what he thinks about the song. Like, I'm not, these guys are way smarter than me. So like, in terms of like flow of the album, if I was to rate that, I'd say like a B. But like, in terms of like how I felt about the album overall, I'd say B plus. Because I don't want to say too low, because I haven't listened to it enough, and it was new, it was different. And no, I don't think anything has maybe come that close to tears as track 3 did. Like, it took me out of reality and moved me into the past. So the jury's still out, but I'm going to say B.
It's one thing to, like, the musicianship, they all deserve, like, a round of applause. Like,
I'm going to add that later.
Yeah, it's just crazy levels of complexity and just, like, intentionality of, like, every instrument playing a part. And they're just relying on, like, basically, for the most part, real instruments, you know? Like, very little studio trickery. Like, we heard distortion for probably, like, the first time, maybe the second time.
8
on the
seconds.
last, yeah, and it's just like, you know, very little processing. It's just raw vocals, raw instrumentation. But I mean, for me, like, I think emotionally, like I was saying before, I think it almost feels like it's like designed to like evoke something. And I just didn't click with it in that way where I'm not getting that response. I don't know how often I would go back and listen to it, because it's like an experience. It is almost like taxing to listen to, not in like a, I guess there's no like positive connotation of that, but like, because it's draining. Like, he's like, it feels like he's venting to you about something that really,
he's not even my best friend. Right? Is it?
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, it's unprompted venting, you know.
So the people who commented and recommended this to us, are you going through something? Is that
Could be.
It must be. It didn't have the hooks for you.
Yeah, there was very few hooks that stood out. So I'm kind of feeling B to B plus range off of first listen.
Really?
Same, yeah.
We're twinning on our music playlist. We're twinning on this. But we have our differences between faves on this album, which is good.
It's true.
Otherwise, we'd be out of a job. One of us would have to quit. So thanks for the recommendation. Hopefully that wasn't too anticlimactic for you. Unfortunately, we are very happy men. And this didn't hit us quite as hard as we thought it would.
I wonder what leave your personal experiences
with
this album and how it clicks with you. I'll be interested to hear, because it does feel like it kind of appeals to someone who's going through something.
Thanks for all the comments. They are so much fun. And thanks for joining us this week. I'm Jerry.
I'm Adrian. See you next week.
See you next week.
See ya.